All right.
Hey guys, we are going to talk to you today about mental health.
Yes.
About grabbing life by the tail and how to just do life in these uncertain times.
Yeah, and a few other pieces of wisdom chucked in there.
So stay tuned.
All right, guys, life will take a toll on you, on your mental health, on your relationships.
Especially this year.
Yeah.
It's insane. We all have experienced so much frustration this year. Some of you have work situations that haven't worked out like you had hoped. You've lost your jobs, maybe you've lost your businesses. Just all kinds of plans have had to change.
Yep.
And you know what, guys? We've had a great summer. We've been working hard.
Yes.
But we are filming this on the fly. Just so you know, it's so busy right now. We've had birthdays, anniversaries. We've been working hard. But
summer's starting to wind down.
Yeah, and so we just want to share with you what's been on our heart, the things that we've been talking about just between the two of us.
Yes.
And we thought, hey, let's join you into this conversation. So that's what we're going to do today.
There you go.
So like Kent was saying, the year has been a tricky year. It's been hard.
Yeah.
But yeah, we also can sense that, like you said, summer's winding down.
It is. And that leads us into fall. And that means a lot of things normally would start up, and they're not the same.
No. So what do you do when you are feeling discouraged, when you are maybe even struggling with some depression and feeling like, oh no, summer's over, fall's coming, things are so different. We don't know what to expect for fall or for Christmas and winter. And it can kind of start getting you down a little bit.
You can feel a little bit broken.
I know that you guys all have ways of dealing with that. I would love to hear from you in the comments below. Let us know how you kind of pull yourself out by the bootstraps. How do you fight discouragement and despair?
What's your recipe?
Yeah.
There's a few things you should do or can do when you're getting close to that edge and you know it.
Yeah.
Number one, like we discussed last week, make a plan.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Tell yourself how you're going to get to someplace where you want to go.
Yeah, and I think even if the plan doesn't actually come to fruition, just sitting down and making a plan, doing a little bit of dreaming, a little bit of organizing can just calm everything down.
That's right.
Yeah.
Because you'll also decide where you want to get to.
Exactly.
And then you start putting your eyes on what. Okay, we talked about that lots.
So yeah, go ahead and check out last week's video. We talked about plans.
And at the beginning of the season 4 too.
Yeah, so we'll link those videos here and in the description below.
There you go.
Another way that you can help fight that discouragement is to just live a healthy lifestyle. Kent and I are not the epitome of healthy lifestyle.
Nope.
There are lots of people who live way healthier than we do, but we do try. I mean, you eat your fruits and vegetables.
Yep, vitamins.
Your supplements, your vitamins, and go for a walk, get outside.
Some exercise, some swimming.
Oh my goodness. Fresh air is a big deal.
Well, the thing is, when you do that, you have endorphins, obviously, but you also get healthier and you also can do more.
Yeah, exactly.
You can also hang out with a friend. You can call a friend if you have to.
Friendship.
You know, the old way, pick up a phone.
Friendship and fellowship are a big deal. Now you're shadowing my face, but that's okay.
Or you just even text somebody and they text you back and we're like, yeah. We're friends.
Texting, Zoom calls, Skype sessions, FaceTime, coffee time, meeting at the park, some of that. So you can combine these two things. You can go for a walk, get fresh air, eat something healthy, and talk to a friend all at the same time.
Wow, nailed it.
Family can also count as friendship. Don't forget that.
You can play a game together, you know?
Exactly.
But you know what? Laughing, telling a story.
Yes.
These kinds of things are like what knits us together.
Yeah.
Okay.
It really does. Let's go this way.
Okay. Another is to have a pet.
Oh yeah.
Forgot about that mental health thing.
Yes.
you know?
Yeah, there's been studies.
Or share somebody's pet.
There's been studies out there saying that people who have pets have a lot stronger positive outlook on life. So
well, it gives you routine, it gives you responsibility.
Like if it's a fish or a turtle or a dog or a cat,
Tortuga,
a rabbit, whatever it is, even on the road, you can have a pet. Hey, you guys, I know for me, when I watch too much news feed, too much Facebook stuff, too much media, it's just so negative these days, and that really gets me down. So turn it off.
So what's your equation to say how much is too much?
Well, when I start feeling discouraged, when I start feeling like the weight of the world, we're gonna go around here.
Right, because it's balance, right?
Yeah, when the weight of the world is just too much on your shoulders, and you just hear so many negative stories and people arguing and so much unrest, and it just sits in your soul and it hurts, right? Like you hurt for things. And I'm not saying bury your head in the sand and don't pay attention to what's going on, but I'm just saying don't. I heard someone recently say, whatever you feed grows.
Right.
So if you're feeding that negative mentality of the news media, what's going on, that's going to just get bigger and bigger, and it's going to overwhelm you, because we're not God. We're not big enough to handle it. So yeah, turn off the media, or at least cut it back if you're feeling discouraged.
Okay. What do you replace that with? I think you said so, but...
What do I replace that with?
Well, I replace it with... I read some. I don't read a lot, but I read some.
Yeah, read something positive.
And like I said,
go ahead.
Connect with friends. Yeah.
One thing that Kent really actually, he doesn't even know this about himself. One thing he does when he starts feeling overwhelmed is
I lash out irrationally?
He does lash out irrationally, but we're not suggesting that as an option. No. What we're saying is Kent likes to go back and be nostalgic.
Right.
It's one of his favorite things to do. So
I look back and say, oh, look at that. Wasn't that special? Wasn't that amazing? We did some amazing things.
Yeah.
But at the same time, also look forward.
Yes, because you can't live in the past. So if you're feeling kind of like hopeless for the future, look in the past and say, okay, we had great memories with our families or our kids or trips that we've taken, whatever it is, and just relish in that for a little bit. And then just look forward and say, we're going to do more of that.
Yes.
The best is yet to come. I mean, that is really something you can hang on to and say, yes, that's what our expectation is for that. And that gives you hope.
And once you've done that, live in the moment.
Yes, that's a big thing.
Because some people can't live in the moment, which means they can never actually have a wonderful moment.
Yeah.
They're always looking forward to getting to next week, getting to next month, getting to next year, getting to whatever. And it's like, you've got to live in the moment too.
Yeah. So I think that's a bit of a skill that is learned, to be able to really, I mean, it's what we say, right? Grabbing life by the tail, which means living in every moment, taking the most out of life as you possibly can. Don't leave anything on the table. And that might really be as simple as, instead of slurping your coffee on the go, to just sit down and enjoy your coffee.
Yeah.
Like that can be the difference. I was talking to Anna this week, and she was saying, Mom, why do you take so much care when you do your laundry? Like when you fold your towels or when you're putting your laundry away. She says, you take so much care and it's done very well. And Anna's like, I don't care. I'm like, just put it away so I can get on with other things that I want to do. And I pondered that for a bit, and I thought, it's really because I like to relish the moment. So folding a towel and having all the edges meet is satisfying to me. I know, it's crazy, but for me it really is. And I just choose to grab life in every little moment I possibly can.
I know how to tell if somebody's living in the moment.
How?
And living it well. They're singing.
Oh, that's a good. Well,
you know
not everybody sings.
No, not everybody sings, but there's this hum in your heart.
Yeah, I hum.
You're going along. You're like, hey, I'm enjoying this moment.
Yeah.
You're driving down the road. You're listening to tunes. You're singing along. That's living in the moment.
That's actually something, Kent, that I think it can be the fruit of living in the moment, but it can also help you live in the moment.
Yeah.
So when I'm feeling down, quite often I will just turn on some good tunes, whether it's some good old 80s stuff or some good 70s rock and roll, or whether it's some praise and worship music or something classical and some big, soundtracks from movies. Whatever it is, I really, really connect with music, and that really helps. Speaking of music.
Yeah. Oh, Lisa has a new toy.
It's not a toy.
It's a toy.
It's not a toy.
Okay, it's not a toy.
I bought myself a ukulele.
That's right.
It's so cute. His name is Flick, and I am learning how to flick my ukulele, and it's so cute. And I bought it because I miss music.
And we live small.
We used to sing all the time in church and in just church.
Yeah, and in our house and in our car.
But I totally missed that. And so I said, I need an instrument that I can just play and sing and just have a great time. So
hey, speaking of church.
So sing. Yes.
Lisa and I, that's the faith that we grew up with and that we hold dear. And if you want to learn more, go to our About page.
Yeah, and that's another way to get yourself out of that despair and that discouragement and that depression, is to really hang on tight to your faith. And we are Christians, we believe in Jesus Christ. So that is where we're at.
And it's not all on our own shoulders.
Exactly. And so that can really help lift your spirits literally when you can rely on God. So if you want to learn more about that, like Kent said, go ahead and check out our website, and you can see it's under the About Us tab. So if you want to know more about what we believe, you'll see it there. But yeah, bugs up my nose.
There's lots of bugs around.
Let's keep walking.
I had a bug fly into my eyeball today. So guys, to bring it totally around, change the status quo if you guys are going in the wrong direction. Okay? If it's if this isn't working for us, this is lousy, change the status quo.
Well, I think even if you're just feeling sad or you're feeling discouraged, you can change kind of what's normal for you.
Yep.
So what would be an example of that?
Well, we are planning in the next week to change some furniture in our house.
I don't think that qualifies as status quo, but it does change our environment a little bit.
Well, it'll make my back feel better.
Oh, that's true. That is true. Yeah, so we've told you before that we have no comfortable seating in our motorhome, so we are going to go find some comfortable seating.
Yes.
Of course, we'll take you along and we'll show you that as that happens.
And change that status quo.
Making a big change can do it. And actually, that kind of brings us to our last point, which is making a bold move. So, like something really big, like moving from your big house into a funnel, maybe.
Yes.
When we say funnel, we mean downsizing into maybe a small apartment on your way into full-time RV life. Maybe it's time to go buy your rig.
Yeah. Well,
That's crazy.
It is. And we have some people that we've met, and they're in the park right now, not in this area, because they're in the nicer area.
Over there.
Yeah. And they have had for 2.5 years their rig on their property, and now they're 2 months into living full-time in an RV.
Way to go, Doug and Sharon. We're so proud of you guys.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So yeah, making that big, bold move, that big, bold change might be the time. That might be, sometimes I think our discouragement is what can motivate us to make those big changes in life. Because if everything was happy and lucky-ducky and everything was all good, we probably wouldn't be motivated to change.
You wouldn't want to.
Yeah. So anyway, that's about all we had to share with you guys today.
Oh, and don't forget, the best is yet to come.
It is. You guys, my name's Lisa.
And my name's Kent, and we're Living Light RV.
We're grabbing life by the tail. We know you guys are going to get out there and do something amazing this week. Go grab life by the tail, and we will see you
next week.
Next Thursday.
Hey guys, I just wanted to let you know, remember, Lisa and I have some crazy, awesome, top secret plans coming up.
The top secret plans!
Things are falling into place. We're going to disclose this on Patreon in the next 3 days.
Yep.
You'll see some write-up on it. You'll see some things starting to fall into place. It's not going to be fully disclosed, but you're going to see some things that are well, you're going to see some of it start.
And when those top secret plans start happening,
you'll see it in real time.
You're definitely going to want to be a patron, because there's going to be some real-time footage happening there.
Yeah.
So,
and the journey will happen in real time, and it's going to be different.
You're giving it away.
Oh my goodness.
So yes, head on over to our Patreon page. We'll see you guys over there. Take care.